And we're live for another Hobby Hangouts with yours truly, Christian, and also the faceless one, Matt.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you
That's
there.
So, Matt, that seems to be a lot of spare bits right there. Anything that you're working on?
That's just my Stormcast bits pile.
No.
So, oh, crap, did I just throw... Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, it's just my... it's what I've collected over the years. There's some good bits in there. They have the nice thing about Stormcast, they give you a lot of extra bits for a lot of them. GW in general, they give you lots of extra bits. So, tons of stuff to kit bash with.
To be honest, I used to have a massive collection of bit boxes and bits in a box. That is. And I tell you what, it got to a point where it's just unmanageable. And now I try not to have too much. If I know full well that I'm going to get rid of it, I'm like, nah, just pass it on a bit.
Yeah, exactly. If there's no use for it, then there's no use for it.
The Night of Zen, evening. Welcome.
Oh, good evening.
And Sarah's joined as well. Hello.
Hey, Sarah.
Glad you made it, or glad you both made it even. So we are just getting things started. Just again, let us know if the music is too loud, too low, all that kind of good stuff. And Matt, so what are you working on? The faceless one?
I'm currently waiting for this thing to glue on properly. But it's just a bit of green stuff. And then I just need to glue 2 more pieces to it, and then I'll be done.
Ah. What is that? Is that a big-ass fan?
Yeah, big-ass fan, yeah.
I know it's
so he's going to be my, yeah, exactly. It's too hot. Too hot in the mortal realms. Nah, he's my commander, or leader person from the new Dominion box.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to be a strategist, and for whatever reason, I play Warhammer. I play Total War 3 Kingdoms, and for whatever reason, strategists have fans because that's how they strategize.
They do, indeed.
So my guy will have a fan.
Well, there you go. That says it all. That's all you need to know.
Exactly.
Right, well,
what about you? What you working on? Shark?
Well.
Sharknado.
You know it. So, if you've not seen already, I've been working on my... Oh, what the hell is it called again? Hold on. The shark. What's the name of it? Come on, Matt. You know that.
What?
The name of the shark. Is it something?
Oh, Alapex, is it? Achillean Alapex?
Yeah, we'll go with that, yeah. So yeah, I've been working on that. I've posted one picture on Instagram. So there you go. It's my pink, purple kind of shark.
The flesh shark.
I love it. So yeah, I've been finishing on that. So progress is really good. I've got probably only a few things left on this, and then I can get cracking on with the base. So I was sorely tempted to add something else to the base, like a structure or building. I've got some bits from Lord of the Rings. So you can see it like a little crumbled building kind of thing. So I was tempted to put that on the base, but we'll see.
Yeah, lots of options. How much do you have left for your Ideneth?
That's it. But I've basically assembled, painted everything I own for the Ideneth. Nice. Yeah, so birthday's coming up, so I'm going to be splashing the cash again.
Get that wish list out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it's just like, so says, my mother-in-law's over as well. And she was like, you know what?
Milk that.
Well, yeah, because she said, because I don't really, because she's not here every year. So said, I'm going to
So about these numerous years that you've missed.
Exactly. And I was like, you don't really have to. But since you're
offered, here's a list.
Here's the wish list. So people in chat as well, let us know what you're working on, if you're working on anything at all. And yeah, in fact, I'm actually one thing, I'm looking forward to is writing some lore for these Ideneth folks, because they're weird and wonderful, aren't they? So, what's not to like?
All right, I'm going to grab some water really quickly.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
So the Night is Zen. Haven't heard this song for a while. Yeah, we've gone back to a bit of rock tunes for this evening. Again, just let us know if the music's too high, too low, all that kind of good stuff. Cedar, welcome. Evening, everyone. Nice sharks. Someone's going to be or need a bigger boat. Well, I'll tell you what. The boat I've worked on, I've not used Ideneth scenery yet, so I'm really looking forward to that, just to see it on the battlefield. I've used Sylvaneth a lot recently, as Matt knows. Trees popping up everywhere.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. You got really good rolls with that, too. You must be carrying seeds in your pocket.
Exactly that. But no, the boat, I don't think the boat's actually that good from what I've heard and what I've seen. It's more of like a garrison thing. It doesn't really offer...
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it doesn't really offer that much, I don't believe, anymore. But I don't care. It looks cool, so I'll be using it.
Real cool, exactly.
And it's free.
Main thing.
Why not?
Well, there you go.
I'm painting up a Primaris chaplain to lead my Marines. Very cool.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
Which chapter are you on?
There you go.
Which chapter you painting's in?
Taking the words right from the mouth there, Matt. Pardon me. Sarah, I'm currently working on my Marvel Unit minis. Marvel United minis. Having a bit of break from Warhammer. No problem at all. I've actually seen some of those on your Instagram. Looks really cool. If you want to put
a bit of heresy, really, if you're taking a break from Warhammer.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I think Sarah's actually painted. She's got all the orcs. That I think Dominion, I believe. And she's been working on those. Sarah corrects me if I'm wrong.
I wouldn't put it past her. It's all about the orcs.
Oh yes,
orky goodness.
The Night of Zen. It's my own custom chapter, the Desert Lions. In fact, I think what?
Oh, is that on the Discord channel?
It is.
They're like desert camo, almost looking. I really like that. Like if I've thought about doing Space Marines before, and I've always wanted to do something of that sort. I wanted to do them in like desert camo with like the full, what's it called, DD pad or something like that, and just actually get them in camo looking stuff. I think it'll look really cool.
No, for sure. I mean, to be honest, the Night of Zen has actually passed on some more fancy 40k lore for our sector that's going to be coming down the line. So,
ooh, very nice.
Yeah, I've already uploaded that, which is very cool. Francis, evening gents. Baiting squigs and then on a dank hold? Onto a dank hold. There you go. You got a squig hopper who's come into the chat. Welcome, Francis. Apologies for the slurp if you heard that. Yeah, I've put some photos on Discord. Yes, we will be getting to the Discord miniature review later on as well, which is very cool. I always love doing that, just because it inspires me.
You love the sound effects that you made for this video.
I do. I just want to keep pressing play all the time. But no, I don't. I shall restrain myself. Right, well, I think what I'm going to do, Matt, whilst I continue painting my shark, is I'm going to put the background as the videos.
Of course.
As we haven't done that for a while.
Are we not? I don't actually remember.
No, it's no, it's just for the last, I think, 2 or 3, it's just literally been that face value.
Ooh, face value.
Well, apart from you, Matt, of course.
Not getting much value out of me, I'm sorry.
No. It's more a close-up of your chest, is what it is. So that's all good. Yes.
That's what people pay for.
Exactly that. Why people show up.
I mean, considering how hot it was last week, it was gonna possibly turn into an R-rated video, really.
Definitely. Although thank the whatever powers it be that is, it's actually cloudy and raining.
Well, I mean, it was thunderstorming earlier today, so
was, yeah.
thanks, Sigmar.
Oh, so yes, Sigmar indeed. Although, to be honest, right, I've got to say this. I was gonna talk about it later, but I'm gonna talk about it now. Those dragons. Have you seen them?
They look all right. I'm hearing a lot of people complain about them, but I think they look fine. Then again, I never really liked the old fantasy dragons. The ones that are just like super thin and emaciated.
No.
Unpopular opinion, I know.
Dagger out of my heart.
Sorry, I'll put another one in when we play next.
Put it in the back. It'll be alright.
Yeah, it's my favorite way of doing things. Always in the back.
So, anyway,
I don't know. What do you think?
I actually really like them. I know there's some, like one of the dragons, it's got the bit of a smile going on, which, is all well and good. Bit Disney-esque, but...
Are people just that against dragons being happy? What did they ever do to you?
What is the problem? I don't know.
Why can't dragons be happy?
Exactly. He's
Don't they deserve happiness too?
Yeah, he's a prince. He's looking forward to getting his kingdom back up and running. So...
Well, I just think it's more of like a smirkish kind of, I'm a fucking dragon. I'm better than you. You're mortals. Ha. Kind of a smirk.
Yeah,
kind of a, I'm better
more
than...
of a superiority kind of complex of a smirk going on than there.
Yeah. I don't see any problem with that. It makes sense for dragons.
I know. I'll take your word for it. No, honestly, in truth, right, I've always loved dragons since when I played fantasy. I had a high elf dragon, a wood elf dragon, and a dark elf dragon. So I love dragons. But these guys are stormcasts only, I believe, in terms of you can always ally them in to your army, but depending on point cost.
Depending on point cost. But we play narrative, so if you want to throw one in to your Sylvaneth, I really wouldn't mind. That'd be cool.
No, exactly. And this is it. I'm thinking of my Ideneth having like some sort of sea serpent vibe going on. And
cool.
Obviously a bit of conversion, possibly minus the wings, depending on how it comes. And then, like a forest dragon for my
Well, that just made me think. What's it called? The Eidolon of Mutlan, the guy that's like basically riding on a cape of waves.
Yeah, the Mufflan, yeah.
Get 2 of those, rip off their capes, put them as the wings. You have tons of money. Just get the dragon. 2 of those. I don't know how much they cost. They must be like 50 or something, right?
Maybe more than
Throw the model away. Just keep the capes and the wings.
Eidolon of Mufflan actually is. Eidolon of Mufflan is about 85 quid, I believe.
Oh, is it 80? Oh, jeez.
I think so. And that is, I'm looking forward to getting the Leviathan, the turtle. So I'm looking forward to getting that miniature because obviously it's just a beast and just a turtle. So cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dragon, I will be so tempted. I just want to see the point cost. Except, although Matt, you do say we play narrative in terms of gameplay or whatever. We play match play, but so points come into it. But I get what you're saying, how we play. So
we could probably play more towards narrative. I really wouldn't mind.
No, of course. It's just always one of those.
The match play points is just like a nice guideline.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to keep things relatively fair, because you don't want
trample over someone. It's like
exactly,
unless it's a specific scenario that we're playing for, then I get it.
Yeah, exactly. If we're playing some sort of ambush scenario and we're expecting a stomp of sorts, fine. I still wouldn't favor it so far fighting 1,000 points versus 500 or something, but
no,
change it by 100 or so, just to give the one side a bit of an advantage to show that they are ambushing, they are at an advantage kind of thing. I think that plays well into a narrative story.
No, of course.
So keep it fun for both players, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, mind you, when you stomped me on that KO versus Corn game, oh my goodness, that was rough.
Oh yeah. Although, come on, that was a bit of good planning from my Admiral Calic.
Yes.
Redeploy. Unleash hell. It was awesome. I just unloaded absolutely everything, the endless spell in a bottle. Just launched that bottle right over to you. And then, yeah, the cannons, everything going off, and rolls were actually quite well. But Matt, if I didn't get all that, when you actually came at me, that I would have been devastated if I
That's the
didn't
thing.
do.
I really don't think so. I don't
I
really
think it
think I
swings either
was.
way. Because KO are not good in combat apart from the Engine Master.
Yeah, but getting you locked into combat—that's the tough part.
Yeah. So I do.
So hard to lock you down.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Although I do enjoy it. So
Oh, I bet you do.
I like my tricksy plays. So in terms of the dragons, though, yeah. So I do really love them. I'm hopeful that their point cost isn't ridiculous, but of course it's going to be pretty cool. I'd just love to have dragons for other factions as well, and because Sigmar's got Star Drakes, they've got new dragons now. So I'm like, I just wanted like awesome sea serpent or something, like Dragon Ball Z or something like that. You know, the snake, what you call it, my Idoneth. There you go. Or like even the forest dragon. Conversions, of course, are going to happen, and I will be doing that.
I really think like if you buy the base dragon, just rip off the wings and just Eidolon of Methlon, the waves, use those as wings, or for Sylvaneth, just buy another bunch of Wildwoods.
Yeah.
Use the leaves and just have like a set of wing leaves, or even Alariel's. She has wings, doesn't she? I don't know how well that fit, but
no, true.
Something.
But no, it doesn't mean spitballing ideas here. It's good.
I'm sure someone will do something cool with them.
So Sarah, the next Warhammer things I'll be painting are a bunch of Savage Orcs. I have an AoS tourney on the 21st, 22nd of August, I believe. I just hope they don't release the codex beforehand. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they will. I'm pretty sure they will, because just today they've shown news about the Orc codex or rulebook, and I'm fairly sure that's a harbinger sign of like it's going to be pre-ordered this week or next week. Usually, I think that's a sign of it, but I could be wrong.
Alejandro is here.
Oh, we're properly streaming now.
What?
We're properly streaming now. Alejandro's here.
Oh, no, yeah. And we've also got, now released my dog, Christian. What? I've given up the chains from last week. Was it last week? I think it was. We were talking about chains and other stuff.
Yeah, what chains?
As we were talking about, like, I think you actually went away to get some water, and that's where chain talk came into it.
Like kinky kind of chain talk, or what we're talking about?
No, it's not a good kind of chain. It's more like just because we were saying Kiki was chained to the desk, hence why she was here. Although she is actually coming back for future streams, that'll be awesome. I've actually got tons of terrain that she can start painting, which is always great.
Slave labor, ain't that wonderful?
Exactly.
True sign of love. Yep. Slave labor.
Me, honestly, all joking aside, yeah, she actually likes doing it. Nagash. Nagash is here. Hey.
Nagash is here. All hail Nagash.
My closest and only friends. See, that touched my heart. That did. But
that warms my something where my heart is. Something where my heart should be.
Yeah, the only friends bit though. I don't believe it. Don't believe it.
He's Nagash. He has all the friends in the world. Anything that dies is friend.
If not the first to be. So.
Exactly.
So what is the largest? Oh, here we go. It's another Nagash, classic Nagash.
Oh, we're going back to the saran wrap, cling wrap thing.
No, it's we're still talking about largest animal, but a different scenario. What is the largest animal you could run up and rugby tackle to the ground and pin it to the ground for 3 seconds? Magic prevents the animal from being hurt. What is the largest animal? That I could? That we could? Well,
I'm fairly confident. Gorilla.
Oof, dear Lord, that's a
pretty confident.
That's a big one.
You know, as long as I load it up with tranquilizers beforehand, I'll be fine.
So it's already lying down.
Yeah, exactly.
He's jumping on top. Give it a big bear hug. There you go.
Exactly.
I won't be able to do it, but I'm gonna say bear. 6'3". Let's go.
You got this. I believe in you.
I reckon I could take a zebra, and that's modest. That's pretty modest, right? A zebra. You have to catch it first, mate. I'm assuming it's just standing there static, waiting for you to rub your tackle. There you go, Cedar. The true answer, the one of sanity, a baby rhino.
Baby Ryan. Well, all right. Well done. Well done.
There you go. A more realistic answer than ours. Alright, I best get painting. Haven't got much to do left. Haven't got much to do left. What? And that was good England, that wasn't it? Haven't got much left to do on this miniature. There you go. So at this moment in time, I'm just going to go over the silver with. Basically, if you haven't seen already on Instagram, we've got the post of my army, of my Ideneth army so far, and I do lead belcher underneath, then over the top I do the athematic blue, so it gives a nice tint.
Oh, shiny kind of tint.
Yes.
Cool. I'm just going over my leather boots and everything with Black Templar.
Is that for the weekend? Is that for the weekend? Your leather boots?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
That's
part of my hobby, my other kind of hobby.
Yeah, boy. Okay. Yeah, the stream only begins when Alejandro joins the prowl. Indeed. Good shout, Cedar. Yeah. Bang on, I think Cedar's won that one. With an actual realistic answer. Anyway, Nagash, how's the training going, mate? So I know you've been hitting the gym. Obviously, if anyone wants to be nice and healthy and work on those muscles like me and Matt don't, Nagash has actually got another Instagram going, which he's actually shown his progress through his working out and he's getting fit and bodybuilding kind of thing. So it's really impressive.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, to be honest, in a hair word. My cousin used to be a bodybuilder, and I'll tell you what, the amount of effort and dedication is insane.
Used to? Isn't he still doing it?
No, he had to have an operation.
Oh, really? Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, hernia.
Oh, that's quite a common injury for a lot of people, bodybuilders, isn't it?
Yeah, he won a lot of tournaments though, so
I'd believe it.
Yeah, he's done a lot, so which is really good.
You know what? I bet he could wrestle down a gorilla.
Oh yes. Throw in the bear as well. He's a beast.
And the bear together, tag team.
Yes. So yeah, in fact, guys, we've actually finished our last game of Chapter 2. Whoop whoop. That's very cool. And
hopefully we'll get started with Chapter 3 at some point.
Yes, which will be the event itself as well. Oh, I can't wait to get that started. See, just again, it's the first kind of event that we're doing, and I'm just really looking forward to it. Just to see what the input is and how it evolves in the story as well, getting your characters involved, all that kind of stuff. It's just awesome.
I hope it gets as much love and attention as say Animosity. Animosity is going pretty strong right now, which is really cool.
Oh yeah. Well,
I've only just recently joined in, but hopefully I'll get some sort of contributions in there.
No, sweet. So have you joined it? Yeah.
Yeah, I've joined it. I'm under Techland Deck, I believe it's called.
Oh, okay,
the T's.
cool.
The T's. So I think we just took a trouncing over the last week or so. So
All right.
let's see if I can contribute anything. Just gonna be mostly hobbying though, because I don't think I'm gonna fit many games in. Just because I'll be
Yeah.
working for the next little while.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's pretty cool. So, to be honest, that again, massively guilty of not fully looking into it. So, obviously, I know bits, don't know much. So, is it so? Can you actually contribute by doing hobby as well?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to what we're planning. I think you can contribute so many different ways:
Okay.
hobbying, artwork, just doing anything, writing stuff. It's another
Ooh,
way.
cool.
So I mean, it fits in. It's very similar in style to what we want to do. Just I think theirs is on a bit of more of a grander scale, just because they have, I think, several writers, several GMs, etc. Whereas otherwise, it's just us two. So we got things a bit. We're playing it down a little bit. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I think we're also doing it over a long run.
Yeah,
Whereas they have like annual events. So
exactly.
it's fair that they have like a big event, whereas we'll have like minor events, but more consistently, hopefully.
Yeah. It'd be a continuous, evolving story on ours, and to an extent where it's always in the pocket realm, but going to be continually evolving the story. So settlements can be retaken, and obviously, then we can have who took the settlement and drop in your character names, all that kind of stuff. And it would be, I just can't wait. It's going to be so cool. So
Like
cool.
just from what's happened over our game with the well, what's happened so far in our game and the story behind that, I have a bit of a campaign thought up already for just to counteract or to
Very cool.
I'm not going to give out too much, but to fight back
Yeah.
and to change the result of what has happened, that kind of thing. Got to retake everything, that kind of thing.
Right. I like it. So is this in the where the actual? Oh yeah, I don't want to say too much.
Don't want to give out too much, but
no. Well, we'll focus on the
gate.
Yeah. So Nagash, it's going really well, Chris. Thanks. I recorded my first video yesterday for my gym series on the channel.
Cool.
Awesome. So is it? Oh, that's really cool. So have you put it on your channel then, Nagash? That's really cool.
Nagash getting swole. I love it.
Those bones gaining muscle. The new
knows,
Cruel
one day
Boys.
Nagash, you might look like Sigmar.
Oh, well, you know what? Nagash has actually got into. He's collecting and building Sigmar army at the moment as well.
Ooh, sounds like Nagash is bulking up.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Alejandro. So, the new Cruel Boys are too tempting. They do look absolutely awesome, don't they? I do love the features, like the cosmetics as the whole army. The feel looks really cool. Although the only thing I'm not overly sold on is their lore in terms of like the whole swamp kind of thing. I do like that, but I don't know. It just isn't my thing. If you like, the miniatures look cool, but lore-wise, as far as I know, to my understanding, yeah.
You have something against Shrek there, Chris?
I do.
Do you not like Shrek?
Actually, you know what? I've only seen one film of Shrek.
That's why you gotta watch. You gotta watch 1, 2, and 3.
Damn.
Gotta get with it, man.
No.
It's the whole point of the Cruel Boys.
Shrek. So if I want to do like a lore video or anything on those guys, just watch that film.
Yeah.
Good to go.
In fact, just take cutscenes from Shrek, put it in the video.
Love it. You heard it, folks. If you see any others do it, nope. It was our idea. Alejandro, just do it. I'm assuming that's applying to the new
Shrek video.
Yeah, the Shrek video, yeah. Ah, you bugger. Oh, spillages.
Oh, what'd you spill?
No, sorry, not spillages. Not as bad as all that. It's the smudges is the word I was looking for.
Ah, smudges. It's always rough, but you can always clean it up in post.
Yeah, I was going to say contrasts. I just give the old brush a good what do you call it?
Rinse.
Splash in the old paint pot, and then not paint pot, water pot.
Yeah, I like that about
And then,
contrast. They're very forgiving.
oh yes, yeah, and then yeah, just literally go over the mistake, and then voila, it has vanished. So Matt, since you're the Age of Sigmar chap, not Age of Sigmar, since you're the Stormcast player, are you going to be getting one of those dragons?
Good question. I don't know. We'll see.
Dear Lord,
I've thought about. How do you keep this on your playlist? You seem to skip it each and every time.
Don't you try and blame my playlist. It's nonsense.
Anyways, regarding the dragon, I don't know. I think it'll be determined by the rules, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, it's a cool dragon, but I don't know. I don't have very many monsters in my list, really.
Yeah.
I suppose that's what they're pushing towards, like pushing people to get monsters and whatnot for their factions.
Very
But
true.
I've never really been sold on too many monster bits. Like, I don't even have a Star Drake. I could pick one up, maybe, but
Yeah, true. It's actually a good point, though, because every time I fought against Stormcast, yeah, you don't really have monsters, do you?
yeah, I prefer kind of cavalry and or infantry.
Yeah.
I think in general for all my armies, really. I don't think I have any, aside from the bloodthirsters, the demons. I don't have any monsters per se, which is a bit of a disadvantage for me, I guess, in this edition. But it's the way I roll.
Indeed. Well, I was going to say that monster-wise, obviously the weekend, Sylvaneth, we've got a few monsters there.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. I actually got to see those monster stompy rules in action, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. And then what else? Skaven, I've got my Storm, the Deceiver.
You got your Vermin Lord, right?
Vermin Lord, that's right. Nighthorn, don't really have anything. I don't know whether it's even, what do you call it, possible here, the Mongas. Is it Mongas?
Mongol.
Mongol, there you go, Mongol, yeah.
He's a monster, right? Must be.
Yeah, just don't know whether there still rules for that thing, or...
I'd imagine so. I don't see why not. And even if there wasn't, why don't you just use the old ones?
No, of course. So Nagash, that's right. I need to edit it first, then upload it. So it will be on there soon. I did a poll, and a lot of people want to see it. As you know, our community is not always the healthiest. Yeah, it's one thing I'm striving. I mean, I've lost probably about a stone now, so I've started to try and get on the health kick, if you like. But it's more just through diet and exercise, and yeah, I do need to. It's difficult because everyone's been, what's happened the last year. So, to be honest, I've not played football like I normally would, or badminton that I normally would. So it's, needs to get back on that gravy train. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. 50 hours with the big house. Sorry for the lack of talking here, folks, because this is concentration mode.
What part are you painting at the moment?
The helmet.
The helmet. Oh, for your riders, I imagine.
Yeah, so I'll zoom in a bit because I think it's pretty much done it now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Don't think I've missed anything not too obvious. I'll call that mini done. Way. Just need to do the what do you call it, the base.
That's
I do
pretty
find
fast.
it a bit. Huh?
That's pretty fast.
Yeah. That was Warrington earlier. That storm in the background.
Oh, is it thundering over where you are?
It was anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit over here as well. It's really pouring for like the afternoon for a little bit.
So I wanted to do what I could to help people out. So it's my biggest passion. No, that's fair play. Honestly, it's gives something to the community as well, another avenue to get healthy. So that's cool. Like it. Where ours is more of a we give back to the community by expanding the brain, creativity. Give us your lore. We'll have it in our pocket realm, and then obviously quite a few of them will make it onto the channel. So I had an idea for a flagellant type of units for my Slanesh cult. Ooh, I'll touch on that in a sec. Actually, so Slanesh cult, a bunch of guys who have headphones nailed into their skulls that blast demonic, hypnotic heavy metal into their ears and drives them nuts. Are you talking about the music we got going on now? Is that right? Is it driving you insane? Is it?
Sounds about right.
But no, touching on that Slanesh point, it's the one demon army, which if I was to ever get it out of the four, it would be Slanesh. I know they're not mad, they're not amazing right now and all that, but I don't really care about that. And plus with me getting into 40k soon, especially with Kill Team and other bits coming out as well. So I will obviously just having like small retinue at first, expanding where I can use it in both Age Sigmar and 40k Slanesh Demon Army. Why not?
That's the nice about the Chaos armies. You can do them in both games.
Exactly.
Relatively interchangeably.
So that's the kind of plan. But I am looking to sell off, and I think I'm going to sell off my ogres. I've only used them once.
Rip. Rest in peace, ogres.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm still going to create the lore for them and stuff like that, just because I do quite enjoy it. But in terms of the actual army itself, they're such an easy army to play in terms of just go get it kind of thing, which I really, really enjoy. But you know what I mean? When, again, guys in chat as well, folks in chat even, when you play an army, you have to have that connection, that cosmic connection. So where you have to actually feel the army, if you like.
Is this just because you're not that hungry anymore?
Yeah, I think so, because I've lost a bit of weight. But no, I think it's just, I just don't feel it.
Just don't got that hunger no more.
No.
Sad.
Yeah, the pit has been filled. So no more hunger. But so that's what I'm thinking with my ogres. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but again, I've got so many armies, as you know, Matt. So
you're gonna keep a hold of your Gargant at least.
Yeah, I will do, I think, just for a monster, with like Warcry or like just random
monster on the field.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Random
for doing like a narrative. Yeah, narrative flair for it. At least that's my train of thought at the moment. Again, it's not like I need to sell. It's more just I'm running out of room to put things. I don't really have time.
You need to buy a bigger house.
Well, that's true. That's on the agenda as well. Actually, is spoke to Jono.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I spoke with John on Saturday as well. We're not going to move anytime soon, probably like a year or two.
Okay. Gonna get a
So-
man cave.
Yeah, I mean, again, I've got like a half a man cave at the moment, as you know. But yeah, so the next property will be just a bigger house, because this one's just obviously in my name at the moment. Where obviously in the future we'll look to have both mine and obviously the wife's, and to get another property eventually in a few years when things have, I won't say normalized, but when things have calmed down a bit, should I say.
Mm.
Right, another thing actually, Matt. You know this, the shark box, right? What I was hoping for.
What box?
I don't know if you guys can see it, but look at the base, right? Can you see it? So this is the base of the shark, right?
Yep. It's pretty barren.
Mine's a better color. So
Of course.
yeah, right. So that little creature there, I'm like, come on, just you could give us so much more than a little creature. I mean, it's tiny, little creature to put on the base. I'm just like, what about like this? Like more fish, a bit of like, as I said before, a bit of like scenery pieces like rubble or something. Hey.
Nope.
Rant over. Yeah, and it just frustrates
I
me.
mean, to be fair, they were quite. It sounds like they were quite plentiful with scenery, fishy, and all that stuff in one of your other boxes, weren't they?
That was from the terrain.
Oh, was it? Mm.
Yeah. So instead of having it like obviously gluing it elsewhere on the terrain, I just repurposed it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, but I do have other sea creatures which I'm fishing out now. Away.
Oh wow, that pun, Jesus.
You like it. Okay, so this little critter is coming out of some sort of shell. What else do I have? I have a clam. What else? Ooh, I have a sea coral. I shall use some of that as well. Oh, I have more coral. See, the base is filling up already. Why don't they just put it in? Why? See, a load of these were actually for my thralls, for their bases, but I just, again, didn't use it for those guys and kept it and used it for something else.
Well, that's why we have bits.
Bits. Okay, so I do have quite a bit, actually, so it's not too bad. Okay. That's fair. I've got a few bits and bobs from that. That'll do. Oh, you're fine, not all done. That just means 2 minutes. Right. This is enthralling. You see the top of my head and Matt's chest at this moment in time. And that's why
It's
we
our
have
best features. It's our best
and
features.
that's why we have the little imagery going on for when we're bowing to our audience. No, honestly, if anyone's new in chat as well, obviously
Please don't be put off by everything that we've been doing.
Yeah, well, for those who are watching now who are new, or those who will watch later, again, who are new, we do narratively told battle reports based on match play kind of rules used lightly, and we also do community lore videos and hobby hangouts like this. So we do have a pocket realm for the Age of Sigmar universe. So again, that's the community can get involved as much as they want. We do. Again, we've got the maps going on, so I'll just let me just share that. Why not? So we do have this is the map at the moment, so as you can see, it's filling up quite nicely. And then, yes, you guys can obviously place your your character lore, your settlements, you name it, your actual lore that can be placed within our pocket realm. We do have an awesome event coming up soon as well, which involves the Bright Sun Forest and the where am I looking?
Avalorn.
Avalorn. Yes. So it encompasses this section here.
Do you want to show them the picture of the zoomed-in map, even?
I don't actually have it on the screen.
Do you want me to send it to you right now?
Yeah, if you don't mind, just put it in the chat. That'd be cool. Or in the private chat.
Let me see if I can find it really quick.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what we do. My Ideneth have been planted right here, and yeah. So basically, what you'll do is you place your settlements, everything like that, your characters, and we do all this information is stored on something called the Great Weave, which is run by a great chap called Keegan. I'll show you that shortly. And what we do have is his actual group running Soulbound even campaign at the moment in the Ember Isle, which is just awesome. I watched them on streaming on Twitch, and yeah, it's just great to hear. The actual island like coming to life is awesome. So that's pretty much the whole Pocket Realm scenario-esque, and then we do have one for 40k based on a sector that's going to be coming soon. You can see the current map of that in Discord. So again, if you're not joined Discord, you'll be able to see the link down below. All that good stuff. So yeah, Matt, have you sent it? Yep, cool.
I have.
Let me just get this up. So yeah, there you go. So this is the current map that we're going to be having the event, where it's going to be based. It's going to be obviously awesome. So you've got Bright Sun Forest. So obviously these are like the capitals, if you like. Matt, by all means, you can obviously go into a bit more detail about in terms of how they can participate, how it's going to function, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so Bright Sun Forest versus Avalorn. We got the two capitals there with the circle and the star in them. So we got two players that have just over a course of really chat, I think, during one of our hobby streams, they developed a bit of a challenge towards each other, or a bit of a animosity towards each other. Oh, that's topical. And we just thought, well, why don't we just bring that to the story? So we've decided to make a little bit of a campaign war going on between the two of them. So we have the faction of the Bright Sun Forest, which are a bunch of beasts of chaos, glittery, sparkly beasts of chaos.
Yep.
Hailing from the realm of Hish. They've somehow ended up in the Alguish part of our realm.
So
but,
they've
in a force that's bright. Yeah.
Yeah, so they've fled from the Lumineth in terms of the law. They've ended up in our pocket realm, and yeah, now they're all Matt gone.
Yeah. So what I've made is this map here. This is an expanded map of where the two players put their locations. And I've kind of changed it slightly just to fit it a bit better on this map. We've got so Avalorn over in the northeast, southwest. We have Bright Sun Forest. They have a bit of a river in between, and I've just kind of made up little mini territories in between the two. And I'm thinking of, if you play in a certain area, we'll have special rules. For example, in Riverwatch, the elves there may get a bit of an advantage in the sense that they can redeploy. They have control there. They have their scouting parties. They know where the enemies are. They get to redeploy 3 or D6 inches at the start of the game for a couple of units, and that is just to signify that that's their scouting location, their territory. They control it, and they have a slight advantage. That kind of thing. Whether or not you want to do it in game or not, it's up to you. But what we're going to do is we're going to have kind of weekly events where we'll have people vote. We'll vote for which side you want to fight for. That'll add on, like, each vote will give each side a bit more power. And then if you do some hobbying, if you write a bit of lore, if you show us who your characters are getting involved, or which characters of yours are getting involved, what their forces are, or if you play a full game, write us a battle report or just give us some highlights. let us know what happened, and we can see which faction is winning. And then at the end of the week, we'll push the borders a little bit. We'll have the winning side decide, where do you want to push things in, where do you want to fight, where do you want to claim, and then we'll change the map a little bit, update what's happened, give a bit of a recap summary, show off some of the epic battles some people may have had. If something really cool happened in your battle, we'll let other people know about it. And, give some fame and glory to your generals.
Exactly that, and on top of that as well, when you do have your battles and so on, again, we're going to be name dropping your characters into the summary of what's going on within the battle. And if you do have pictures as well, just make sure it's obviously clear and decent pictures, but send those through as well, and they'll form part of the narrative battle report that we'll be putting on the channel as well. So it's exciting times, and I can't wait to get this started.
Yeah, I mean, this is our first one, so I'm sure it'll be a bit rough, but
learning
we want to
yes.
We'll learn from it, and then we'll kind of, it can only get better from here, I think. But I think we have a good, solid baseline to work with, and then depending on how many people participate, some feedback from people, we'll see what we can do to improve things, get things smoother, make things more interesting, more fun, everything to make things better.
Exactly that. And so for your characters as well, what we do is they'll end up being loaded to the Interstice Pocket Realm on the Great Weave. Again, that's run by a great chap called Keegan. So obviously we've got our socials. By all means, feel free to check that out. The link to this Great Weave is actually in the description down below as well. So again, usual stuff here. This is the map. To click on the map will take you then through to what we've just shown you there. So then you'll be able to see the individual locations, all that kind of good stuff. And then here we have the community submissions of their characters. So far we've had some cool looking KO. We've also had Stormcast. Obviously these are Avalon chaps. We've got my own KO as well. Check out the older entries. You've got the Khorne, Chaos factions even, sorry. So obviously you've got the Order factions. Scroll down, Chaos, Death, and then Destruction. But however, we don't actually have, I do have one Destruction character that I need to write lore for, but community-wise, we seem to be lacking Destruction at this moment in time. So if you do have a Destruction character, then by all means, let us know, post it, and we'll get that ball rolling too.
Sarah, strong hinting at you.
Yeah.
Strongly hinting at you.
Anyway, so there you go. That's what we're working on in the background. So yes, it's rather busy. I'll catch you on chat now since we've finished that little section. And so on that subject, I'm assuming the subject we were talking about before, Nagash, what's everyone's favourite bit of seafood? Well, due to health conditions and so on, I'm going to say cod. That's know full well why.
That's a very British answer, to be fair.
Well, it is. However,
though you don't have a deep fried anymore, do you?
Well, this is it. Due to health conditions, I really can't do much more than that. So it's yeah. So cod it is for me.
For me, I think shrimp, just because it's versatile. You can do a lot of things with it. Like, there's more glamorous seafood that you can get, lobster, crab, whatever. But shrimp is very versatile. You can do a lot of things with shrimp, and it fits in a lot of different kind of cuisines as well. From like east to west, north to south, you have shrimp in basically any cuisine. So shrimp or prawn, shrimp. Whatever.
So Sarah, I hopefully set my bum down and get writing my lore for you. That'll be amazing. I'm trying to figure out the role of the Cruel Boys as a mouth of Mort. Is that Mort? Looks to be a nice piece to write about. So this is the big
vulture
birdie.
Yeah. It's a cool looking model.
It's absolutely awesome.
He's ugly as hell, but he's a vulture, so I suppose it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I love it. Looks great. Pardon me. So Sarah, Age of Nagash, do CrossFit. So this is alluding to Nagash's health kick or channel or project or something that he's continuing on with. So I have a few other friends on Instagram that play Warhammer and love fitness. Well, again, going back to the fitness aspects, the minute football and obviously the players I used to play with, that's back up and running, I'll be running towards them to try and get that done. And then obviously badminton as well. I used to play a bit of tennis, so I might try get back into that as well. We'll see. We'll see if my knees can take it after being sat on my backside for a year. Probably not. Great for mental health too, yes. Very true. I find painting as well really good for my mental health. It's very relaxing. And they like the feeling of accomplishment and a load of other stuff as well you get from painting, and well, for me personally. So yeah,
definitely, because I think mental health has so many different aspects. Because there's the physical health aspect. Because if you feel good in your body, you will feel good in your mind as well. Plus, it also gives you so much. It's such a good place to channel a lot of energy. Get out a lot of negative energy by doing exercise. Clears your head. That's why people go on like long bike rides or long hikes or walks.
Exactly. In my case, it was literally, again, this is when before I obviously moved here, I had a bit of used to have do a bit of fitness with my brothers as well. So this was I used to have new boxing gloves or like gloves, and then having the pads. And we used to just do all the good working out session, which was great as well. And so yeah, it's just I need my man cave so so I can hang up this little boxing bag for myself.
Are you going to hang up a boxing bag, or where are the models going to fit?
It depends on the size of the garage.
Gonna need a bigger garage.
Oh yes, I mean there will be a very top of the item. Fantastic explanation, Matt. I'll look into joining this. So you should, Agent Nagash.
I'm also looking forward to seeing your army sometime on there. I want to see Nagash's lore. Though, you can't just throw Nagash in there. I want to hear some other lore that you got.
Well, I was going to say he's got a few armies, and now he's got the Stormcast on the go.
And the Stormcast, yeah.
Oh, Cruel Boys as well.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, so Cruel Boys with both the Destruction Forces, which is awesome. Red Maws, Roughnecks. Wow. There you go, that's Sarah's contribution. And then reciprocated by Nagash. Good old wow. I'm gonna have to just I will do it properly, and I'm gonna do a recording. So Matt, I'm gonna start having so many different types of videos for whenever anyone says anything. I'm just gonna be like, yep, press play. Francis is talking a bit of a fighting talk. Losers with your Hobgits. I welcome Cruel Boys as a new force and ally in destruction, but the Gloom Spite is where it's at. There you go. Francis, you got to get your army in. Get them into the Interstice pocket round. I was going to say that.
A lot of talk. We need those words in writing. We need that in writing. Get that lore in there for us, please.
Wasn't the best picture to freeze on with my face in it, but
yeah, we love it. We love your face. It's great. You are the face of this team.
Oh, mate. No, I can't be saying that. You just need to move your camera further up.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right. Show you a bit of chin. That's about it.
Yeah, Francis, honestly, if you're into that kind of thing with lore as well, by all means join. Honestly, it'd be awesome to have you.
Look forward to crushing them on the fields of battle.
There you go, Francis. That's some big talk for someone with stick grenade range. There we go. This is the Cruel Boys against the Gloom Spite. Love it. It's the kind of thing that builds a narrative for our events.
I mean, that's what started our first, upcoming narrative, really.
True, very true. Right.
If things work out really well, I can see us like having like different factions or different alliances on the Discord channel. You just have like start having people vote for where do we want the campaign to go next. That
Yeah,
kind of
true.
thing.
No, that would be cool. To be honest, one of the most difficult things, really, since we've been doing this project, is literally just getting off the ground.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we're both full time,
Yep.
like with real life jobs and everything. Between
Yeah.
hobbying, gaming, and then real life commitments, children, family, moving, sickness, health, whatever. It's tough, but it's also fun. So
It
this
is.
is part of my relaxation bit.
Yeah.
Writing as well, making rules, all that stuff. It's all fun. As long as people don't mind the slowish pace of things.
Well, that's it. But this is the beauty of it, though. This is why these events will be great.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, not everyone is going to have all the time in the world to do these kind of things. But if we do it, on a weekly basis over a month or something like that,
Yeah.
you can, no matter what you do, no matter how much or how little you do, you can still participate.
Exactly. And even joining these hobby chats, doing hobby, please participate. It should be very cool. I was just reading Francis and Nagash. That's liking it. Right. So, what am I doing? What am I doing?
What are you doing?
No idea.
That's the question of life.
No idea, my friend. No idea. Okay, so I don't want to use all these because then I'll have none left when I get my other units. So, what do I want to use?
What more units are you going to get for your enough?
So, this is
Alapex, or not the turtle thing, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to get the Leviathan for sure. I'll probably get another starter set, with more thralls. But then I was like, do I want more thralls, or I'm tempted by the Reavers. So,
do you not have Reavers yet?
No, not yet. No.
Grab some Reavers just so we have like a bit of variety.
The winds blew harder, bowed it down below me, bully boys blow.
Skip that. Yeah, so, well, Matt, full well, before we actually started the stream, I was playing around with music, and dear Lord, the playlist was all over the place. Right, so. I'm just thinking what to do next. So I'm going to choose my. I'm just thinking about the terrain for the base. So I think I might use a clam. Use a bit of coral.
That's something that most people don't say while hobbying. I'm going to use this clam. This will go well on my base.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's actually pretty cool.
It's one thing I really like about the Idoneth. They're a very abstract, surreal kind of thing.
Oh, yes.
It's something very... It's the one thing I like about AoS is like it's very unique, some of their factions. You won't find it anywhere else. Like generic fantasy stuff, you can find that anywhere easily.
Yeah.
But like sea elves, not as common.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest,
they've done it quite well, I think, as well.
Yeah. And it's something I found myself being drawn more towards is the more bizarre recently. So,
The more abstract stuff.
Oh, yes, fine. So I was toying with, because obviously the new kill team's coming out as well. So I'll be getting the compendium and rulebook and stuff. I was tempted to get the starter set, but I was like, as much as I like the terrain and all that stuff, I'm like, am I ever going to really use or get into the orc side of stuff? Not really, I don't think. So
yeah, the terrain is very orc oriented, isn't it?
That's it. It's not. If it's more generic, I'll be up for it. But
yeah,
I'm not really that. Yeah, I prefer more generic.
It'd be very difficult for them to do Krieg style terrain because it'd be just trenches.
Yeah,
all trenches all day long.
Yeah. So, and plus, I've got a few 40k armies that, as in like, from the start set. So, I've got Necrons, Space Marines, then Tau eventually. So, and this kill team's going to be perfect.
You're really going to need a bigger garage.
Perfect way to get into it. So, because this is another reason that as well is, it's just time. So, in terms of armies for Age of Sigmar, as you know, I've got a lot, so I'll probably end up just selling a few of them. And then obviously get into the more in depth into the ones I do have, focus on those a lot more, like the narratives, the lore, the expanding the miniature range, so I have more variety.
Which ones do you think you'll keep?
So, obviously, Idoneth, Sylvaneth for sure.
Yeah.
KO, I'm not too sure.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. As much as I
love blasting the hell out of my armies.
Yeah, I don't know. I was always torn between them and Fire Slayers in the past, and I've always had a dwarf faction. I've still got my old dwarfs, I could use them as cities if I was painting them up. So, so it's not like it would be without a dwarf faction, if you like, because I can just go to cities. I don't know. Nighthorn, I'll probably keep. Skaven, I'm not too sure. Again, just because when am I going to use? I don't really use. I do like the characters; they're a lot of fun, but again, I just don't. It's not that connection, if you know what I mean. That it's just not there for me with the Skaven.
I like the Skaven; they're fun.
Yeah, that's it. Well, they are fun. It's just,
and they also have like quite a lot of personality, or there's a possibility for them to have a lot of different personalities.
Yeah, I have actually written some lore for them as well, and it is quite fun. I don't know. I think I just need to use them because I've not used them for a while.
You only played one game, really, haven't you?
I've played a few when AoS first came out, and then like a few solo games just to get used to some of the rules or some other stuff.
Well, sure, like must change now. And you've only had one serious game with me, I think, with them.
Yeah, well, this is it, and surely if I wanted to use them more, would have had more games. That's kind of like another train of thought.
Fair enough.
So who'd have thought there was would be somehow a more cowardly group of gits in the mortal realms? Francis, is there, if there's a means, there's a way. Sorry, I totally butchered that, Nagash. There we go. Sarah's gotten a proper orcish speech out.
Yeah, I'm not going to attempt to say that I cannot do orc speak. It just does not comprehend to me.
I'm going to try. Okay, yeah. So gets his use. I'm not going to do the accent though.
Wow, you are the most posh orc I've ever heard.
So, okay, they carry that heavy stuff, and so if we do orcs, in terms of, I'm gonna have to really, really practice.
All right, well,
If
let's
ever
do this.
do any orc speech.
Gits are useful. They carry the heavy stuff and leave the crumpen to the big lads.
Oh, that's beautiful,
There you
man. Beautiful. But yeah, I need to get practicing with that. We had that guy on, wasn't it?
The one
from,
guy, holy hell, he was really good at it.
Yeah, I was going to see he was giving it hell for leather. I totally slipped my mind. Sorry, mate. I totally slipped my mind. This channel.
It's the what's that name? What is that thing?
Oh, it's totally slipped my mind.
It's not Geeks and Sundry, is it? It's Geeks and something or not. Something else.
Oh, I was doing nothing that. No, I'm gonna have to have a look. That's driving me insane. It is. Oh no. I think Nagash might know. It's not Age of Geek, is it?
Might be.
That's driving me insane. Oh, here we go. All Ages Geek. All Ages of Geek. There you go. Oh, I can sleep well tonight. So, All Ages Geek. There you go. So yeah, so you did a really good orc.
Very good. Very good.
Put the gits in the bag. How many spikes is too much spikes in chaos terms? There is never enough spikes. I'm assuming we're talking 40k, Alejandro. I could be wrong, but regardless, spikes.
It's kind of like skulls. You can never have enough skulls. Not this taste.
Francis Hayes, Skaven are hands down my least favorite faction.
To play or to fight or for narrative wise.
This is what I was going to say actually. Francis, pre-tell, what is the reason for such hateful words? So Skaven, I think I love the character. I think it's pretty cool. Again, we're talking fantasy days and Total War, and obviously now the whole character, I do like the lore and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, gameplay wise or like creating a narrative, they're a bit of fun as well. But on the tabletop, I don't know. I just don't feel it.
Not enough guns.
No, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
What is it that draws you to the Sylvaneth?
When I played the Sylvaneth, like I felt it, I liked it, and it was like that connection kind of thing. I don't know what it is.
What's with the Sylvaneth or the Ideneth for that matter that draws you to them?
It might be, I don't know, because again, going back from fantasy, all
Just
that
like
kind
elves?
of stuff, I was very much into, obviously, elves as well, but Skaven for fantasy, and that's basically the Skaven are my legacy fantasy army. But elves, I don't know. I think like the nature aspect of things. I do like a good guy or like semi kind of borderline, like Ideneth, for instance. Like they are order, but at the same time they have to go around stealing souls. So I like that aspect. That's pretty cool. So they do have a dark side, same as Sylvaneth as well. Obviously they're in it for themselves, protective, all that. Skaven, I don't know. They're just like backstabbing, chittery little creatures, furry creatures. So yeah, I don't know. The same with the ogres, though, Matt. It's like when I played the ogres, again, I really loved the simplicity of it, but I just didn't feel it. I don't know. I don't know whether it's just me. Folks in chat, I don't know whether it's, again, whether you guys, your armies that you choose to play, whether or not it is like a connection that you do have, or whether it's just simply you like the miniatures, or because you like the lore, or whatever. It could be a variety of things. But yeah, in fact, here we go. So, guys, folks in chat, please let us know why it is you like your favorite army. Is it the appearance? Do you have like a connection to it in a sense? Do you like the lore? That kind of thing. So yeah, just let us know. Matt, what about you? What draws you to Stormcast or to Khorne?
Khorne. Well, I don't know. Simple and violent. Very straightforward. Very primal, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think I like Chaos factions for that specifically. It's just very, very straightforward. They want to corrupt. They want to. It's the exact opposite of the Stormcast, I guess, in a way. They want to corrupt. They want to take over. They want, chaos. I like Stormcast for exactly the opposite of that. They want to establish order. They want to create whatever. I also like the personality that they can embody, because they do have a bit of a tragic story for them. The fact that they are kind of demigods but broken. Very, how should I say it? They kind of remind me of like a Greek or Roman kind of stories where there's demigods and gods, but they're all kind of flawed in some critical way. And that's how I kind of view the Stormcast. They might look regal, powerful, demigod-like in power and all that, but they're also flawed in many different ways, and they cannot reconcile the human side of them very well. It's a bit of a dilemma. I find that very interesting. I find it's a very good analogy to a lot of human problems as well, because it's all about identity. I think Doug has touched on this quite a few times in his videos, where the Stormcasts are all about identity and the loss of identity. I've made allusions to this once or twice, where it's kind of like people with dementia, where you kind of lose yourself. Everything that you've done in your past, your history, every success, every joy, every sadness that you've had. That's all part of your human side. But once you become Stormcast, you kind of lose that slowly, and that's terrifying in a way. To see yourself slowly slipping away, losing your humanity, losing your identity. It's a powerful emotion. I think it makes for a lot of good storytelling if they decide to touch on it.
Of course.
For the most part, they seem to touch on a lot of the just being superheroes all over the place. But there are times where they touch on the more tender moments, which is really nice, I think.
Yeah, so the Black Library audiobooks and stuff, they do touch on that a lot more, which is great compared to the Battletome. So yeah, I don't know. For me, it's difficult. There needs to be some sort of connection. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just you can put it under heebie-jeebie category, but there needs to be some sort of connection there. I do like the facts of. I do like nobility to an extent. I do like the idea of being protective of your land to an extent. Iden has to do that. The Sylvan has to do that, and that kind of thing.
I feel like you're going to pick up the Lumineth at some point.
I probably would have done, but no, I'm not.
Just finish off the Elven or Elvish triumvirate.
I'm waiting for the Shadow Elves to come out and see how they look. But
you can pick up the Barathi, the Daughters of Cain.
Well, what do you think they're going to do? To be honest, with the because is it Grimnir? He's back now, so it's kind of with the new dwarf book that's going to be coming out. Do you reckon they're going to do similar to the War Clans, Orc War Clans, where they're going to combine a lot of the factions, and then you can, mix match, have big alliance kind of stuff where they all come together? I don't know. It's an intriguing thought. So Francis, I actually like them because I hate them. So they're OP in Total War Warhammer. I get that, especially with the massive like nuke kind of explosion that they get going on in Total War, and annoying in Fantasy. I only played them a few times. I started collecting them towards the back end of Fantasy, so I only played them a few times. Alejandro, my least
But the
favorite
Skaven.
factions is Elves. Yeah, Skaven, yeah. So they're my legacy fantasy army that I now obviously, yeah. So I've only used them, to be honest, a few times. I've used them a lot in Total War Warhammer, because that was just a bit of fun. My least favorite faction is Elves, then Dark Elves, then Wood Elves, / Sylvaneth, then Fish Elves. So Elves. That doesn't surprise me, Alejandro, though, to be honest. I know your thoughts and on this topic. And
Elves and Tau. Elves and Tau. There's a lot of hate there.
Don't start this. And as for Goblin / Gits, Fnatic, they are like me, but with guns and heavy armor and more recently demons. And it's Goblin Gits, Fnatic, they are like me with guns and heavy armor and more recently demons. So demons is another interesting thing because I've always loved Vampire Count, and this is why I was kind of gutted in a way. I mean, I've obviously really chuffed that now the Soul Blighter out and all that, and the new Vampire miniatures, oh, so good. Zombies look amazing. I'll definitely have a zombie horde. I don't care how good it's going to be. But because I've got Nighthaunt, I was like, do I want another Death faction?
Why not?
But if anything, I'd probably sell the Nighthaunt and then go into Soul Blight. So that's kind of, otherwise I have too many Death armies and too many armies, and I'm trying to shrink and consolidate.
One can never have too many armies.
Well, it is when I don't even have time to use them all.
That's true. Well, that means we need to play more often.
True. We just need to find a quicker way, Matt, of doing our battle reports.
That's the thing. Like, it's a bit time-consuming the way we do things, isn't it?
It's massively time-consuming the way we do things, but it is very different than every other channel. So that's
the thing. Because I mean, if we wanted to just pump out content and just here's a battle report, here's us rolling, here's us doing this, that, and the other. Okay, we're done. Just shove that onto the internet. It's pretty quick process. I mean, there's a bit of editing. Still,
yeah, I think if we were to touch. Yeah, I mean, I think if we were to touch on that aspect, it would be still like what we started to do a little bit new with the recording, like going across the table, recording the battle and stuff. So we'll still have the certain narrative aspects, and then we'll have like a little, moving and all that stuff. And I still don't think we'll show the whole thing, if you know what I mean. I think we'll skip bits at a time, but it'd be a lot more condensed and quicker. For sure.
I mean, if we ever wanted to venture into that, I think we could do something like really just abbreviated kind of battle reports.
Yeah. I mean, even the intro we can still keep as we have, in the sense of, a bit like we have, like you can see on screen. So in terms of, a bit more narrative, telling a story as we do, and then go into the thing, whilst doing a bit drops in narrative here, there, and everywhere. And then at the end, but then again, it will speed up the process massively, for sure. But
we'll see what we do in the future.
Yeah, because we could always do like these kind of things for the grand summary of an event or a campaign or whatever. But we'll see. It's something we could talk about. I mean,
like the way we have it right now, I think we're swinging like on the spectrum of battle reports, where it's very on one side it's very all narrative driven, and on the other side it's just pure dice rolling, watching people play the game kind of thing. We are swinging really hard on the narrative side.
We're on the fringes of. Yeah, we're not even close to battle report-esque kind of vibe.
Yeah. So I mean, we could push things back the other way if need be, if that's what people want. But
well, it's true. Yeah, it's one of those things.
Depends on what people want, really. I mean, if people enjoy that kind of content, fine, we can do that. It's not, nothing wrong with that.
well, we've always said that from the beginning, well, since the beginning, we've changed things through different chapters anyway. So, chapter 1, we're basically learning as we went. Chapter 2, again, we've learned a lot from chapter 1 and kind of evolved a little bit.
Quite a bit.
So,
I mean, your animation style of the videos and everything's quite a bit improved, I think.
yeah, but
Very stylish.
Yeah, this is it, and I think it was just more trying to get to make it a bit more, come to life to an extent. But we'll see. So the Knight of Zen. So it's a combination of minis and lore for me, which you can appreciate for sure. I love Gloomspite because I first collected Night Goblins when I was a teen, but also like the underdog appeal, and I do appreciate that as well. The idea of being the underdog, I do like a good challenge as well. So I do like that idea. That's good. So I like the neutrality of not being a big bad, etc., but somehow dangerous and nefarious. Very well put, like that. Cedar. Lore, I guess. I want a shining company to resist the evil hordes. I played Bretonians. Oh, yes. I too played Bretonians. I love them.
Well, every time he writes about Rodrigos, I always love the lore. All the characters, all the bits, all the interesting little details they puts into it. It's so awesome.
Yeah. No,
Very nicely fleshed out city and army and everything.
Yeah. So I played Bretonians originally and currently have Stormcast and Cities Army. Oh, so Cedar, what guys you have? I think you may have said, but what kind of things do you have in the Cities Army? Is it like Dwarden or Dwarfs or humans or elves, that kind of thing?
I remember correctly, he's got like a little bit of everything, really.
I think so. Alejandro, my 3 favorite factions are probably Lizardmen, Aztec dinosaurs from space, which I get. Oh, sorry, Oh, here we go. Beastmen, I love their guerrilla warfare playstyle, and this is my problem. I'm like, oh yeah, I can appreciate that. Oh, yeah, I like that. Hence why I have so many armies. I like certain aspects of certain factions and everything. Hence, the madness. I love their guerrilla warfare playstyle. The owner of this land idea, okay, and Slaanesh as a whole. I do like Slaanesh. Again, from lore side, from Fancy Days, again, that I loved Slaanesh from them. So, and now the appeal of playing both 40k and Age of Sigmar with Slaanesh demons, I like the idea of that. So and plus I'm thinking it's Contrast Dream. I mean, I'll be able to blast out demonettes and pretty much anything with contrast paints very, very quickly. And that for me is amazing. Because I'm a speed painter.
I think any of the Chaos Demons can be
true. No, very true.
Done relatively quickly.
Yep. I'm in love with the idea of obsession and perfection and bad kinky jokes. Do not blame you, my friend. Beastmen are the coolest Chaos faction next to Zinch Acolyte dudes. I adore their models. Yeah. So I've got to say, new GW range of models that are coming out, and they're knocking out of the park in terms of design.
Yeah, I mean, every time they make a new release, there's always tons of people that come up with a lot of negative comments about everything that come out. But I don't think I've seen any actually bad models that have come out recently. Everything seems to be really cool. I mean, not everything speaks to me. Not everything's like what I would, I'm not going to say oh, I'll pick up that, definitely.
Yeah.
But everything looks
You're
really
not me,
nice. Not everyone's Mr. Moneybags like you. I'll just pick up that army tomorrow.
Well, I won't go that far. So, people, if you like to support the channel, you could buy us a coffee.
Or Christian's army.
That too. But we do actually, all joking aside, you can see along the bottom of the screen, no obligation, of course. However, the option is there if you'd like to donate, subscribe, whatever you want to do. we are associated with the Buy Me a Coffee site, if you like. So by all means, click on the link down below in the description if you want to help out in any way, shape, or form. That's obviously amazing. No obligation to do so, obviously.
And past midnight, we'll be posting our OnlyFans link. Feel free to, hit that up. We'll be posting some special videos there. All Slanesh supporters.
Yeah, very spicy. Yep.
Very, very spicy stuff.
I've got my claws ready.
Is it Tuesday already?
I'll be there with my posh, say posh, not even posh, posh orc accent. Oh yes.
For one of my corn guys, the one that I've been using as my general recently, the custom.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
He's gonna have, how a lot of the corn guys have like this kind of guttural, kind of like Eastern European accent to them.
Okay.
He's gonna have like a posh kind of accent.
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna have him just a little bit weird, a little bit different to your normal standard corn lord.
Yeah. I'm liking the sound of this, Matthew. In fact, that's the first time I've ever called you Matthew.
Possibly. You're going real posh now.
I know. We know what the deal was. Alright, so what I'm going to do is very quickly not very quickly, I'm just talking out of my backside. So what we're going to do is have a look at some awesome community pictures.
Here it comes.
So also your Buy Me a Coffee link is following me. Right, I'll check that out, mate. I shall check that out, my friend. Alright, so let me just pause that. As you can see, I'm very smooth with this transition. And we're going to do the miniature review. So bear with me whilst this transition is so seamless. As I've got on the wrong tab. Bear with me.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Hey, we're there. So we are now looking at some finished miniatures. So this is from a good chap, and who we have he's actually the realm warden of our Discord, Dave. So he's recently done some.
Yes.
Oh, this right straight away. What I'm going to say about this, if I've already said, looks awesome to him, is the armor as well. I do love the armor.
Yeah, it's a nice little different take on armor, just because I think everyone's seen the usual, silver, gold, bronze. This is just different and it's nice.
Let's have a quick browse through some of these. Here we go. Upfront picture. Splat. Yeah, I do love this. And the base as well. He's always a fan of that green. It does look cool.
Yeah, it's a very nice thematic kind of thing that ties all of his Soulblight army.
Oh, yes. And this is actually from Fax Painter as well. So Fax Painter's printed some minis, and I sneaked in this morning for an introduction to my daughter to D&D and Warhammer. So got a quick few snaps of those sessions, which is very cool. Very looks like old school orcs here. No, I do like these though. I do love the fact that you're getting your daughter involved as well into the hobby of D&D. D&D is a great game. I do love that. This is me just goofing around, wishing for a Tau with double lights, double blades or lightsabers. Might as well say lightsabers. It'd be awesome.
If I ever start Tau and start building their battle suits and whatever, I will probably paint them like Gundams.
Too right, yeah. Got to. And yes, there we go. This is an awesome picture as well. Nice job. Apologies. Let me see who's front. Oh yeah, Nigma. There you go. I just love the vibrant colours in this battle suit as well. Is that extremely bright blue at the back? Is that the camera or something?
Extremely bright blue?
Yeah, in the back there. Don't
Yeah, I think he has crystals on the basis, doesn't he?
Ah, very cool.
I think that's what it was.
Liking that. Okay, this is from Dave as well again. So this is his converted tank.
Oh yeah, his chaos tank. That thing looks like a beast.
Oh.
Sad they say he's sold it, I think.
He has, yeah, he sold it, but that's such an epic tank.
I'm sure it's making some, paving the way with corpses from someone's army somewhere in the world.
Oh yes. So this is my endless spell. So I had this commissioned actually. A pal of mine ended up doing this commission. Again, I was just helping support Alchemist Painting. So if you're not checked him out, check him out on Twitch as well. So he does it full time. So yeah, by all means, check him out. This is all contrast, and I've learned a lot from him for contrast paints as well, which is very cool. Dave again with his wolves. I love this picture. What I'd love for this picture to do is if you like to put it on a battle base, and then I would then edit the background. That looks so good. Got a wolf lady surrounded by the direwolves or direwolves. On this, Cedar. Awesome job. Love the vibrant colors on this. Oh, so damn good.
It's a lovely model too. It's a great model to paint.
Oh, you've done an amazing job here, mate. So let's have a quick look at the work in progress. So too much Devlin. Oh, so you've got the good old. Not old, good new. Cruel Boys. Cruel Boys is what we're after. So these he's done a great job. It looks very dirty, grimy, swamp-like. Awesome job there, mate. Oh, zoom out of there. And this is Dave's Stormcast that he's working on currently. So Dave's been, in fact, I was going to say, Dave's actually smashing these posts.
Pounding this stuff out.
yeah. But they look cool as well. He's just doing some finishing touches. Yeah, it's too much Devlin. We've done that. That's the Sharky, which have now completed, which is cool. So look, Sash 40k. So I believe more work has actually been done on this. I've just checked out their Insta, and it does look. I believe more work has actually been done. So that'd be cool to see the progress on that. And then again, this is just quick close up of all the faces. Again, great job here. Looking it just fits the lore so well, doesn't it?
A lot of people complain about the new orcs, but I think they look great.
I do. I love them. So yeah. Thank you all for the submissions. Cedar, hey Matt. Hey now Matt. Don't promise unless you're prepared to deliver on that OnlyFans. Here we go. Look at that. It's not even a V-neck, that Matt. That was straight down to the tummy.
I know.
Dice Sagas, sexy time. Too right.
Once we get 1,000 subscribers, that's when we start. That's when the OnlyFans starts.
I was going to basically just this T-shirt just cut some nipple.
Well, like I said, if the weather holds up like it was last week, holy hell, yeah, it could turn R-rated pretty quick.
I'll see you did great job there, mate. Francis, so what I'll do, I'll quickly check that link. Thanks for telling us, because I did believe that was sorted.
Right. What we're doing for time? We're 11 now. I think we could call it a night. We actually got a bit done. Just happy with that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's bizarre.
What's up?
He is. No, the buy me a coffee link for some reason just didn't work. But I just.
Well, it's a bit late for coffee, I suppose.
Oh no, never it's decaf. There you go. That's the link. I'll update the description as well. So yeah, but honestly, guys, if it is anything, donating anything towards the channel, if you want to just help us out a little bit, that's great. You don't have to, no obligation whatsoever. Me and Matt are perfectly, we've been doing this almost a year now, so but anything that you can put towards the channel would be great.
Yeah.
So yeah, just try out that link. Let us know if it works, and yeah, I think Matt, are you good?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head off. Although we'll probably stream again later on this week. No, wait, I'm on call. Never mind. Not this week. Next week, perhaps.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll find time.
Yeah, no worries. Well, what I'll do, I'll just see. I'm thinking what else to do because I've got a bit of time, but probably be about 10 minutes. So yeah, I think I'll just call it as well. Might as well.
Sounds good.
Sweet. Well, Matt, in fact, what I'll do then, I'm just going to stick around for about 10 minutes and then I'm going to shoot off as well. So
I might as well hang out for the next 10 minutes then.
yeah, sweet. So I'm just going to quickly paint up my terrain.
Fair
That's
enough.
going on the basis. I just wanted to try and get at least that bit done. Well, yeah, so Matt, so what are you thinking with your next Stormcast lore that you were going to be working on?
Oh, lore-wise, I've got lots written down. I just need to find time to narrate because I haven't had time since my move. I haven't had time to set up my microphone.
Yeah, true.
Or have time to just sit down and narrate things. So hopefully in the near future, I'll get some time, pound all that stuff out, narrate a good bunch.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Because lore videos are pretty quick. A couple minute videos, couple lines. It's enough. It's good. And
yeah, well,
I think I'll have to spend a bit of time getting pictures just because I don't think I've actually photographed most of my Stormcast heroes yet. So probably spend like a day just getting pictures.
Well, we did say we're going to get together, didn't we? And have a photo shoot.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Of the miniatures.
Yeah, mostly. Also OnlyFans. Also for the OnlyFans.
Exactly. No, that's cool. I need to take a few snaps of my Nighthaunt, of my Idoneth, Sylvaneth, and yeah, then to get cracking on with a lot because I've got the concept down for most of it. So I think we're going to be good. It's just, again, as you say, just narrating it. I've got community lore videos as well that I've got planned to start working on and start narrating as well because we've had some awesome submissions that I really want to get onto videos. So yeah, that's stuff I'll be doing over the next few weeks. Dave, finally here. Oh, there you go. Finally here, late as usual.
All good. We appreciate you just turning up.
Yeah, it's going to say we've got a few more minutes before we close shop for tonight. We've been going strong, haven't we? It's been an hour and 43 minutes.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We used to do epic sessions, didn't we?
I don't got the energy for it anymore. I'm just so exhausted recently.
Well, this is it. We used to do 3-hour sessions, didn't we?
I think with work and everything, it's just been a bit of an overdrive recently.
No, yeah.
And the kids, and just everything, and life in general. Too much to do, not enough time, not enough days in the or not enough hours in the day.
Yeah. No, too true. Too true, my friend. Yeah, see this. So those were those were Dave's miniatures that we were looking at. Dave smashing the post button on his photos, which is awesome. Right, so those I'll do. I'm just going to do a close up now. Matt, you ready for your close up?
What?
There you go. All right.
Oh.
So tonight, Matt, what have you accomplished in our hobby hangout?
I've been. What's the word? Factory lining? Not factory lining. What's the word I'm looking for? Done a unit of 10, so I've just been doing one paint color at a time. But I've gotten the black on the leather bits,
Yeah.
blue on the paint handles or on the weapon handles. I'm tired. I'm really tired.
You've just been painting. It's all good.
The blue on the weapon handles, a bit of different kind of silver for the shoulder pad and the iconography, and that's about it. And then I'm just about starting on some brown leather bits, and then after that I can wash them, do details, and I'm done.
Nice. Well,
So it should be quick.
I have completed. There you go. Oh, bit far. There you go. Oh, no, there
Nice.
you go. You got there in the end. So yes,
Very
my
nice.
shark is. Oh. I was supposed to say my shark is now complete. It's not complete. I just realised I need to do the teeth. One of the most vital parts I have missed. So,
I mean, what color are they right now?
pink.
Yeah, it's alright. They're just 8.
Yeah. So it just needs to do the teeth, and then that's that shark done, which again won't take me long. The base again, I've just did a bit of the base. Got 3 little. No point showing you because they're tiny, but they're going to go on the base as well. And I've got some tufts that I need to put on, so it's very, very, very close. So yeah, that's it. So anyway, guys, thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been awesome, and again, another great showing for a hobby hangouts, which again is just thank you for joining.
Exactly. Always thank you for your support. Always thank you for joining us. It's always a bit more fun when we have more people. Feels like you do have a bit of a team effort going on.
Yes, indeed. So no, appreciate it, and thank you for the chat. Thank you for participating in the chat, and obviously for joining. And don't forget to obviously like the video, comment if you can, because it does help us get noticed, and also subscribe. That'll be amazing. So yeah, thank you all. Have a good night. Take care. And let the dice tell the story.
Oh, he remembered. Well done.